Oh, hey. Wait, when did you get here? I didn't even hear the door open. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's on me, I guess. I was, completely zoned out. I swear, I was just checking one thing on my phone, and then, boom. You're suddenly standing there like a ghost. But, on a serious note, hey, it's really good to see you again. I wasn't expecting, company at all today. Not that I'm complaining at all. Come on, you don't have to just stand there. Come on, sit down. Make yourself comfortable. You already know the drill by now. Yeah. Yeah, right here's fine. So, what brings you all the way over here? Oh, you wanted to hang out? Okay. Yeah. Oh no, nothing wrong with that. No. In fact, I'm glad you stopped by here. How long were you even standing there before you said something? Because now I'm questioning everything. You could have been there for like 5 whole minutes and I wouldn't have noticed. I really need to stop getting so absorbed in my phone. It's probably not healthy. Anyway, how have you been? How's everything going lately? Yeah. College still kicking you in the rear. A little. Yeah, that tracks. Second semester doesn't mess around. I mean, I've been telling you this as if like I have any kind of experience with this, but still, I mean, it's not really easy at all. And yeah, I completely understand. But hey, that doesn't mean you're doing bad, though. Being overwhelmed doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you care enough to try. How's that physics class working out for you? Yeah. That already tells me a lot. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm an expert on that. In fact, I'll be honest with you, physics and I have never been on good terms, ever. So if you're struggling with it, you're definitely not alone. Yeah. It's a lot to keep up with. The formulas, the concepts, the problem sets that look like they're written in Minecraft enchantment table language. Yeah. I remember staring at stuff like that and thinking, there's no way this is meant for us. But hey, the fact that you're even managing it on top of everything else, that says more than you than the class ever will. Actually, you know what? Hearing you talk about it actually reminds me of when I had physics back in high school. Man, that class was rough. I remember sitting there trying so hard to understand what was going on while the teacher was talking about velocity, acceleration, forces, all that stuff. Everyone else looked like they kind of got it, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, totally, that makes sense. It did not make sense. I'd go home, open a textbook, and somehow feel even more confused than before. Like, I swear, the book made things worse. And don't even get me started on the labs. I was terrified I'd mess something up and break equipment or embarrass myself. But somehow, I passed. Barely, but I passed. And honestly, to this day, I don't know how. Maybe it was stubbornness, maybe it was just dumb luck, maybe the universe felt bad for me. Okay, well, it was just simply cheating. Before all this AI stuff. Yeah. But I had my ways, like many other students did, I'd imagine. But what I do remember is how overwhelming it felt at the time. feeling like no matter how much effort I put in, it was never quite enough. Like, I was always one step behind. So, yeah, when you tell your physics class, when you tell me your physics class is eating up all your time and energy, I get it. I completely get it. And look, just because it's hard doesn't mean you're bad at it. Physics is just brutal like that. It doesn't click right away for a lot of people. Sometimes it takes repetition. Sometimes it takes explaining it 5 different ways. And sometimes it takes walking away for a bit and then coming back at it with whole, like you know what I mean. You're not failing just because you're struggling. You're learning. And you're doing it while juggling everything else life keeps throwing at you. That's not nothing. If it helps at all, you don't have to go through it alone. You don't have to go through it alone. Even if I can't help you solve the problems, I can at least sit next to you while you work on them. Keep you company. And perhaps make dumb jokes when things get frustrating. Hey, moral support counts. And at the end of the day, you'll always understand it better than I ever did. And that's why I believe in you. You made it this far for a reason. Yeah, kind of getting a bit too carried away, but as for myself, well, things have been okay. Work's been work. Same routine, same responsibilities. Some days felt longer than others, but I manage. I've been trying to give myself more breaks instead of burning myself out, Yeah, seriously. Seeing how hard you work makes me want to take better care of myself, too. Funny how that works. Yeah, I guess I should tell you what did happen earlier today. So basically, I got there a little early, in a good mood and everything. Had my drink, playlist going, thinking, okay, today's gonna be smooth. Yeah, famous last words. Not even 1 hour in, and I'm already getting pulled into 3 different directions. I've had one coworker needing help with something in the back, and then another one asking me if I could, cover a section for them. And I'm just sitting there yeah, sure, no problem, I got it. Meanwhile, my brain is already starting to feel fried. And then this customer comes up to me, clearly annoyed, and starts explaining an issue that, I swear, would have made perfect sense if they just looked at the sign that was right in front of them. And I mean right in front of them. Big letters, bright colors. You cannot miss it. So I'm pointing to it, explaining everything slowly, trying to keep my voice calm and friendly, like you're supposed to. And then they keep interrupting me with the same question over and over. And at one point, I almost laughed. Not because it was funny, but because that's the sound you can make right before you start losing it. I didn't, though. I just nodded my head, repeated myself, and then hoped they'd eventually connect the dots. And thankfully, they did. But, of course, that wasn't the end of it. Right after that gets handled, the system decides to freeze. Completely everything just locks up. Registers, screens, everything. And suddenly, there's this line forming behind him. And people moving around, checking their phones, sighing. You could just tell how aggravated they were. And I'm just standing there yeah, give me 1 second. Just 1 second, I swear. Inside, I'm panicking. And on the outside, I have this smile on my face. And, man, was it hectic. It really was. And I had to restart everything while apologizing to every single person in line. Like I was at fault here. Even though I wasn't, but what else could I do? And the whole time I'm thinking, of course this is happening today, of course. And by the time I finally started working again, I was exhausted. Like, so exhausted. But I finished the shift, didn't snap at anyone, didn't walk out, just pushed through. And when I got home, I didn't even turn on the lights at first. I just dropped everything down, sat on the couch for a good 10, 15 minutes, just staring at nothing. Which, I mean, then again, it probably explains why I didn't even hear you come in at first. I was just on my phone, half awake, my brain not even registering anything. But that's all behind me now. At least talking about it now just doesn't really make me as mad anymore, I guess. But it still reminds me of how draining those days can be. But I guess that's life, right? You deal with it, you learn from it, and then just move on to the next thing. I'm just glad that I get to complain about it to someone who actually listens. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you came over like this. It's nice. And a little different too, I guess. Usually I'm the one showing up at your place, so having the roles reversed feels special. Hey, don't look away like that. I mean it. Anyway, it's actually a pretty clear night out. Did you want to step outside for a bit? Just, get some fresh air, look at the stars or whatever. Yeah? Alright, hold on. Let me grab a hoodie real quick. Okay. Alright. Let's head on out. Ooh, yeah, a bit chilly out here, but still nice out here, so you can actually see a lot tonight. Most nights around here are too bright, too much light pollution, but this one's actually calm. Here, stand over here. You can see more of the sky from this angle. Man, I forget how relaxing this is. Just standing around, doing nothing, staring up at the universe. Makes everything feel smaller for a second. You ever think about that? Like, how busy everything gets. Classes, work, stress, deadlines, expectations. And then you look up at something like this, and it's just still there. No rush, no pressure, just existing. Kind of just puts things into perspective, But yeah, I don't do this as much as I probably should. Having to slow down after everything is just at a quick pace, constant, fast-paced, never-ending. And having this now, it's just easier. Especially when you got someone next to you. Not that I can't do it alone or anything. It's different. Better, in fact. But you, on the other hand, you don't make things feel so heavy. When you talk about college or your day or even when you're stressed, I don't know. You've got this way of making stuff feel real, honest, not dramatic, just casual. And I like that about you. I just mean, You're easy to be around. Hey, hey, look, over there. You see that cluster of stars? I think that's, actually, wait, no, I'm probably wrong. I'm terrible at naming constellations. I always mix them up. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's definitely Orion. And then someone corrects me and I just nod like I knew that already. Still, it doesn't really matter what they're called. They're just nice to look at. I used to think that nights like this were kind of lonely. Not in a sad way. Just quiet, empty. But lately, they haven't felt like that. And I guess I know why. You ever get that feeling where you're talking to someone and you don't really want to leave, even when there's nothing big happening? Like, you're just standing there, but it feels important. Yeah, that. Like, it's just. I don't know how to explain. Wait. Wait, look up. Look over there. Do you see that? Like that? No. Over there. Wait. Is that what I think it is? No way. Oh my god, I think it is. I think that's the aurora. I didn't know this was supposed to happen tonight. Wow, look how pretty it is. I didn't even know you could see it from here. Look at that. The colors, they're moving. They're kind of slow. It's like ocean waves. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. I've only ever seen pictures of it, and I guess kind of through like using a camera, my phone camera. You know how some of the phones you could like, some of the phones you could put on like night mode and then it captured it like that. Like not actually, I did it through that, but I've never actually seen it through the naked eye. This is the first time I'm seeing it like this, and wow, that really is breathtaking. It's really pretty. Imagine seeing something like this alone and then having nobody to point it out to. That's why I'm glad you're here for this. It's just one of those moments where you're supposed to share it with someone, and that's with you. Well, it's a special thing. You can't disagree with that. Wow. Just wow. I could keep looking at this. It's just so mesmerizing. Hey, you okay over there? Yeah, it's a bit cold, isn't it? Here, get a little closer. Scoot over here. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but, you know. Oh. Yeah, like that. You know, been thinking a lot lately about timing, about people showing up in your life when you don't expect them to, about how sometimes something small, like a knock on a door or a random night out, turns into something that sticks with you. I didn't think I'd be saying that a few months ago, but here I am. Guess life's just throws random surprises like that at you. But I'm really glad you keep showing up, though. I don't think that you realize how much that means to me. And don't stop doing that. Showing up, staying, talking to me. Because I love this. Yeah, I love what we do. Let's just keep watching for a bit, okay? Okay. Something. I've been meaning to say this for a while now. I didn't really know how to say it, but when we first met, I didn't think much of it. I mean, not a bad way. Just, I didn't expect you to become such a big part of my life. You were just someone new, someone interesting, someone easy to talk to. Many late night conversations. I showed up at your dorm, we went bowling, and now you're here. Talking about classes and work and stress and nothing and everything all at once. I started looking forward to hearing from you, checking my phone more than I probably should, thinking about what you were up to, wondering if you'd stop by again, or if I should make up an excuse to come see you. Yeah. And then there are moments like this where we're not doing anything special, and I still don't want to be anywhere else. You see, that's not normal friend stuff. At least, not for me. I kept telling myself to slow down, that maybe I was reading into things, that I didn't want to mess anything up. But because what we have right now, it matters to me. A lot. It matters to me. A lot. You matter to me. I don't want to keep pretending that I don't feel this, or joking around it, or changing the subject every time because it gets too close. So, what I'm trying to say is I love you, and I don't mean it in just a casual way. I mean, I really do love you. I want to be more than just friends. I want to take you out, hold your hand without pretending it's just because it's cold. Fall asleep on the couch again, and not be confused about why it felt right. Be there for you when you're stressed. Celebrate your accomplishments. Listen to you vent about classes even when I don't understand most of it. I want to be someone that you can lean on. I'm not asking for anything crazy. I'm not rushing you. I needed you to know how I really feel. Because keeping it in was starting to hurt more than the idea of you saying no. So, yeah. That's me being honest. Whatever you're feeling, you can tell me. I'm not going anywhere. You mean it? Hey, look at me. You don't know how long I've been hoping for you to say that. I didn't want to assume. I didn't want to rush. I didn't want to mess anything up. But hearing you say that, wow. It just made my whole chest feel lighter. Is it okay if we, come here. That was nice. Really, really nice. You good? Yeah, me too. Well, we don't have to have everything figured out right now. We don't have to promise the future in some huge dramatic way, but I do want to promise this, that I'm gonna try, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna keep choosing you as long as you'll let me. And I want you to do the same. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as it's genuine. That's all that I want from you. That's all that I want from you. And hey, we'll mess up sometimes. We'll get busy. We'll have bad days. But we'll still talk when we can. We won't disappear on each other. Deal? Yeah. Deal. It's just us, together, standing under a glowing sky. I'm never going to get tired of that anytime soon. You're quite warm. Hey, we should probably head back inside now.